What up? I love that tune. Chris, any chance you have that sponsorship video we can play through quick?
I have a sponsorship video, I believe.
Should have a bunch of sponsors on and my sexy voice.
I do not have that one loaded.
No. Oh, that hurts.
I know. I'll get it. I'll get it by the time we're done with this.
All right.
So it'll be like a mid-scene thing. You sent it to me through good. Which one?
Yeah. I forget. I think I sent it to you through Dropbox.
Yeah.
So, hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Before we always start our show, we'd like to tell you a little bit about who sponsors us. So for tonight, we have Interlock Broadheads. We have bcinnovated.com. We've got Redline Scents. We have Matthew Bladeworks. We have the Chubby Buck. And we have Susquehanna Custom Lures. So those are our sponsors for tonight. Please, 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 if you got a moment, take a look at them. Check them out. Check out their websites. Great group of people. We never support a product that, the gentlemen aren't as good as a product. So that's one thing. We go by quality of everything. So
speaking of, we have a couple of them coming on.
Yes, we do. Chris, you want to tell a couple upcomings that are scheduled?
Yeah, we have, if I remember right, and again, don't quote me 100%. I know for certain we have Chubby Buck coming on soon. I'm not sure if it's the 1st or whenever that is again. Don't we have Susquehanna coming on? Or were they just talking? I know I was talking to Sasquatch.
Yeah, I know I was talking to Sasquatch. No
yeah. So I got to see who else we have coming up.
So we have Julia Flint, I know, is coming up. We have, oh my God, forgive me, Forget Genetics. That's another one coming up.
Yeah.
So we have them coming up, and I know you're going to make baby face comments, so let's get them all in now so we can go through the show with the baby face comments. I told you, it'd take me 3 days to start facial hair, so here it is.
Mike just sent me a message. He said he was at work, and I said, "No, we're really, where are you?" He actually sent me a picture of the line where he's at and his schedule.
Skip told me he's sitting in a chair.
Yeah, I know.
He's working. He's sitting in a chair, liar.
Yeah, you know how.
But so one thing we want to discuss tonight a little bit was Sunday hunting. So we figured since Pennsylvania has, it is now passed at a Sunday hunting in Pennsylvania. It is now going to be 13 days or 13 Sundays that will be available to hunt from the beginning of archery season to the end of rifle season. So I guess, Chris, I'm going to go to you first and let you tell me what you think of this. Did you just say crap? Are you not ready?
Me? No, God, no, I'm always ready for this, and I'm always ready because it's going to be something that people don't like, and I'm okay with it. People are going to love Sunday hunts because...
love you.
Thanks, I love you too. Damn it, you didn't mean me.
I love you too, Chris.
Thanks. People are going to hate it because people are going to like Sunday hunting because it gives them an extra day, right? And for people that work during the week, it's harder for them to get out during the week, and they want to have that extra day to hunt, right? But my question is it going to be, and I don't think it's going to be an issue with large game or, like deer and everything, or like elk. It's not going to be an issue there, and it's not going to be an issue with turkeys, but I think it's going to really hurt the small game population and the waterfowl population.
So again, I know we talked about this
sure.
last week as well a little bit. So, but we got caught up in about 30,000 other things like we always do and never stay on track. So one thing I will tell you in this new law that there is no waterfowl. That is out. Any federal animal cannot be killed on a Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. So that, I don't think it'll hurt that population.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't see that.
Yep. So anything in that, we should be good. That shouldn't affect too much. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a great thing. I think that it gives the guys another day, to get out there and participate. So let me put it to you like this, Chris. I always shut my weekends down. If I had a friend or family member message me, hey, I'm getting married on Saturday, October, whatever, 12th, I would be like, you're getting married without me, brother, because it's archery season. Now, I have a little bit of leeway where I feel like, hey, I can go Saturday. I can still make it up on Sunday, right? Like I don't have just that one day where I can hunt a full day.
Right. And again, for that kind of thing, again, for the large game stuff, I completely agree with it because you're limited by tax, right? But with the small game, you're not. It's a daily limit. And I know there's in possession, but how many game commission are going to your house and checking your freezer? Okay. So I think that way it's going to hurt the smaller game population, in addition to not getting rid of the predators. But speaking of weddings, what are you doing Thursday? Say about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
I'm not marrying you, Chris.
No, I need a witness for mine.
What time?
About 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, let me see if I can reschedule counseling. My son has counseling. If I can reschedule, I'll do it. I'll gladly do it.
Yeah.
So
I know we do Thursdays anyway.
But I definitely remind me, and I'll see what I can do. Okay.
All right.
Now, on that note, so you just brought up about daily limits and things like that. And again, I need to point out the reason we're talking about this is we get off the track. We were 10 minutes on it, and it just disappeared last week. We had a great topic last week, and we talked about a bunch of great things, but we didn't stay on suit on the subject. So we figured this week we got on, Chris and I together, because I know Chris and I have many different opinions on this. I also want to point out before I keep going, if you're a viewer and you have an opinion or a thought on this, please, we'll read your comment off out loud. You just have to give us a minute. But we'll definitely. So speaking of that, Freezer Bound Outdoors, it just said, I like the idea because the kids will be off and gives us another day where we can usually just watch football. Yeah, I agree. I think that's great. I think in my opinion, it's good and bad, Chris. Now you brought up seasons and bag limits. So I want to give my comment back to that. Season and bag limits. So this is what I think will happen, and I could be completely wrong, okay? But what I think will happen is I think the guys who have to choose between pheasant hunting or archery hunting may decide, well, you know what? I'm going to go pheasant hunt Saturday. I'm going to archery hunt Sunday, or vice versa, which they've never had the opportunity before. So a guy as myself who I love to hunt just about everything, and I have a dog who hunts. That poor dog gets suffered because I spend more time archery hunting than, going after a small game. I think that widens a variety a little bit for them. So, in that sense. So instead of me going, well, I'm going to archery hunt Saturday and Sunday, I can say, hey, the boys are going Saturday. I'm going to spend the day with the boys, pheasant hunting. But Sunday, I'm going to archery hunt,
But that, again, makes my point.
Yeah, totally. And your point, and I'm not irrelevant to your point. Mm-hmm. I'm just pointing out that, maybe the guys who won't just do that now, I think they might find it as a beneficial that they can still hunt theirs and still come back to hunt. So in other words, what I'm getting at is instead of hunting small game both days, you might still get that guy who just hunts out on a Saturday and then comes back to archery hunt on a Sunday, and it won't affect those things. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Well, it'll affect. Same thing applies to small game and duck season. So there you go. So small game season. Larry just said, Chris, Google that up. Sounds like small game will not be hunted on Sunday by what Larry just said. I'm not positive of that. So double check me because I swore you could. I thought it was just federal. You couldn't. I'm going to let you Google that rule.
Yeah.
And confirm it. But I think there's a whole lot. I think there's a whole lot of beneficial in it. I believe I said on our last show, I'm going to say it again. If I was a guy who every Sunday waited for hunting season to take a break, and then I walked through the trails of, where did I used to walk years ago? Gold Mine Reservoir. And I took my dog for a walk, and I never had to worry about somebody in the woods hunting. That was my day. I could go for a walk with the family or the dog. Those are the people that I think should be pissed.
Yeah.
You know, those are the people who I would say, how's that right? How's that fair? Because now you go out in the woods and you say, I'm going to go for that walk. Now you got to worry about who's hunting and not hunting, right? So I think that part is a little more on the aggravated side, where people, I think, have a right to be aggravated. I hear so many people say, well, you ruined the tradition and you did this, you did that. However, I'm going to say two things. There's always room to make a new tradition. Okay. And I'm a believer in tradition, but there definitely is room to make a new tradition in your family. The other thing is, just because they open it on Sundays doesn't mean you have to hunt it. You know, I love these guys that are complaining about it, but you know they're going to hunt it. It drives me insane. You can't complain if you're going to do it. You just can't. It's not the way it works. Mm-hmm. That makes you a hypocrite. Or am I wrong? Sorry. I know you're focused.
No, I mean, yeah, I completely get it. Yeah. Duck hunt Saturday.
Okay, so I was right. Thank you, Larry, for confirming that for us.
Because I did just check. And it does say that no migratory game birds on Sunday.
Okay, I was mind blown. I thought, man, maybe I misread the rules somewhere. I didn't want to mislead anybody, so I definitely want to make sure. So thank you, Larry, for confirming. I was correct. But yes, you're right, Larry. If you want to go duck hunting, you can't do it Sunday. So now you can go for goose or duck on Saturday, and you can go, you know, for your deer or whatever on Sunday. So I think it opens a big variety up, and I think there is a lot more positive to it than negative. I don't know. I've heard a lot of bashing here. I mean, since this has been open in the last, it's a month now, basically a month and a little before that it really became huge. Everybody seems to have an issue with it, and that's mind-blowing to me. I'm on the boat, right? Like, yeah, tradition's great. Sure, I'd rather Monday hunting. That's how my pap taught me. Well, we hunt Saturdays now. Well, I just get to go one more day because I'll take a vacation Monday, right? So, I don't know. I mean, there's so many opinions and negative comments through it all, but like I said, I see a lot of hypocritism in it. Is that a word, or did I just make that up? Because I liked it.
You made that up.
I love it. I'm gonna use that all the time now. It's a great word.
Yeah.
Hypocritism.
No, the thing is for me, again, it's not the large game and stuff that's under the question for me, because again, you're limited by tags, right? Even though I have all 3 doe tags, and I have the regular tag, that's my limit. I can't go every Sunday and get one, right? But you can go every Sunday, grab 2 more pheasants, grab 8 more squirrels. What is it? A half dozen rabbits or 8 rabbits? 4? Is it 4?
It's only 4.
I didn't even go last year.
Yeah, it's only 4.
But either way, so again, 4 per person.
Well, I have to comment to that. So you say it doesn't really affect the big game, but I'm gonna switch this. So hear me here. I realize for big game that you get 3 this. So you say in your case you have 3 doe tags and a buck tag, right? I completely got that. I'm all in. However, if you only hunted every Saturday, you might only ever filled that 1 doe tag or a buck and a doe tag or 2 doe tags. But now that you just added 13 days to your season, you might fill them tags. So it still affects your population, even though you have the
you didn't add 13 days to the deer season.
To the season overall, yes, you did.
But not to the deer season. No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
How? Show me.
Because you can hunt deer every Sunday.
Okay, there's 13 Sundays, but you can't hunt them in September.
No, but you still added days through the whole weeks of the season.
So you got 4 days extra in October.
Okay. Now you have the rifle season.
Right, that's 2 days.
Well, listen, it only takes 1 day for a herd of doe to run through, because you can kill a doe in PA now still sitting in the same stand. So if 3 doe run through, you can kill 3 now on a Sunday.
Is it 2?
So,
I don't know.
And at least till October, it extends groundhog too. You know what? I was seeing a ton on my farm, Larry. I haven't seen a ton of groundhogs lately. I mean, it probably don't help.
I am definitely prejudiced against groundhogs because they made me wreck a motorcycle into a barbed wire fence. So I'm like, kill them all. But that's me though. I admit that's me.
All right. Well, listen. I know we're getting off subject, and it's what we do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back to this. If you would have seen Chris the day he wrecked this motorcycle, I had to drive it home for him. Well, his groundhog kicked his butt. I mean, when I tell you it kicked his butt, his arms broke. What else happened?
My leg was broke. My arm was broke. I was bloody all over. It was bad.
He had me drive his motorcycle home. The handlebars were facing the opposite way. I tried to drive it. It was completely undrivable. I basically pushed it and held on for dear life so I didn't die. Yeah, Chris is completely against groundhogs. My advice would be don't swerve for a groundhog ever again.
Nope, run him over.
Yep, run him over. He tried to save the groundhog if it means anything. It worked. Groundhog was alive. Chris, on the other hand, just barely survived.
Yeah, pretty much. I got knocked loopy there. But yeah, no, that's my whole stance. I can see the benefits of it, obviously. I'm not a moron. But I can also look at it and say...
For the record, Chris isn't a moron.
Twice.
Yeah.
You know what, Larry? Here's what I wish. Here's one of my honest wishes if I were part of the game commission. I would put a $5 bounty to start on all coyote heads. I'll give you $5 every time you bring one in. Now let's see that go.
No, I agree with that. That would be a way to definitely take out a predator population. You know, you're going to get, now I don't know if people waste their time for $5, but I ain't gonna lie. People like money. So, I mean, let's be real. If you said $5 and I killed 3 in a night, that's $15. Now, if I kill 15 at 7 days a week, get $15 at 7 days a week. I mean, think about it.
Well, yeah, let me just say.
Sorry, we have another comment, Chris. I was trying to read up quick. We have a ton of people around me that buy doe tags and don't shoot them so nobody else can. Yeah, and Bob, I've done that for years. So I want to point out for years I've done that. Purchased 3, and I've only shot 1.
That's not going to work this year. You can buy 500 if you want. Everybody that wants a doe tag gets one this year.
Yeah,
that doesn't work this year.
So here's my problem with that.
Wait. Go ahead.
Every mom pop that maybe never hunted is going to buy a hunting license. You know what they're going to get with their hunting license? A doe tag. So if your grandma's niece's aunt sister never shot a doe, but daddy made you buy a deer license, not only can daddy now shoot your buck, but daddy can shoot your doe too, which I have a problem with. And people can say, well, that don't happen here in PA. And I'm going to say, bullshit. It happens very often. That, and I'm sorry, I'm a little bit, I always say I got to watch what I say, but let me say that our game commission follows people a lot of times and catches things that is worth not following and wasting your time on, We'll go around and check 297,000 hunting licenses, bust one guy that didn't have one, but the guy poaching for 20 years, he gets away with it for 20 years. Mm-hmm. It's mind-blowing to me, and I'm not putting down the Pennsylvania Game Commission. There's not many of them. They try hard. I just have mixed feelings on it, right? Matthew Craig, what is this show about? Tonight's show? Sunday hunting. As for every other Sunday as we do our live podcast, it's usually about hunting, fishing, or camping. We have some great special guests coming up, and you're not going to want to miss out on them. So we have a lot of special guests. We invite anybody that does hunting, fishing, camping, or blood tracking, or anything that has to do with the outdoors, basically, to join us on a show. You just have to message us. So send us a message at bigsexyoutdoors2021@gmail.com. We also do giveaways every Thursday. Hunting season.
And not only do we do the outdoor stuff, but we also had one up-and-coming country singer, Emily Woodhull.
Oh, dude, I loved having her on. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Her energy was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Here. Coyote bounty would be interesting and help deer populations, but what about coon and other predators? Oh, yeah, no, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm saying about is there should be some kind of a quote-unquote bounty on these things. Now, maybe it should only last a year or two, just enough to thin the population down. I'm not saying wipe them out totally, although I wouldn't be against it for some. I think that should definitely be on the table, but I don't work for Game Commission yet.
And the trapping guys would benefit for that hugely. if you put a bounty out. The trapping guys would definitely benefit from that. I'm big and I can be outdoors. Can't be sexy though. Can I still watch even on Sunday? We don't hunt much here in Riverside except rattlers and coyotes. Heck yeah, you can still be on.
Yeah.
Listen, you hunt rattlers? Bob Chase?
Bob Chase.
He'll love you. And I've been rattler hunting. You can get on. We'll definitely do it. Send us an email.
We have the videos of you doing the rattler. Yep.
Send us an email, man. I love it. Anything outdoors we'll talk about. We love it. So absolutely. Don't think for 3 seconds. It limits us to where we're at. And to be honest,
I've never thought for 3 seconds. I don't think that.
All right, point taken. I mean, he's not lying. But yeah, I mean, we're open to anybody coming on. We like having the extra guests. It can be our topic, and you join us. I mean, however, I just feel like there's so much knowledge out there, and so many other people that enjoy it. That as a outdoor community, we can learn so much from each other, and we're all opinionated. I have my opinion, Chris. You'll see here, Chris. I mean, Chris on here one time had a big heated blowout.
Yeah,
hung up, and we were like, dude, we're idiots. When we get off live, but it's the reality of what it is. We love what we do. We continue to do it, and we're called Big Sexy Outdoors, and that's just a name. Don't let that deter you ever from watching or being part, because I'm a big dude, and look, here's why we're Big Sexy Outdoors. Big, sexy. The guys, I use it as something growing up in life to make me become stronger and better. 2 words. It was never a nickname. And these guys decided that, it got me through a hard time. That's what we're going to do. So they decided on the name, honestly, more than me. These guys did. So this is what we do. My brother is hardcore, though. He goes boar hunting in the mountains. I'm just hunting snakes, eating them. That's my grand's talking. Oh, all right. Let's get you on.
We do Big Sexy Cooks. That would be a good recipe.
So we have a cookbook we're going to be releasing. After this cookbook, we plan on releasing cookbook number 2. And we're also looking for people to join in. We never take credit for your recipe. Your name will go on the bottom of your recipe. We never take credit for it. But the next one's going to be all outdoor, all wild game, ain't Chris? We want everything to be wild game. This one's going to be a little harder and a little longer. So if you got recipes you want to share, email us, same address, same email address. That's bigsexyoutdoors2021@gmail.com. All right, here's Larry. I got to read it because I know what it says. It says, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but thoughts on predatory birds needs to be looked at. Many areas, pheasants don't last. Oh, totally agree. Totally agree. Ain't trouble for me, Larry.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this then. Not only should, again, the predatory animals be culled or lessened, right? But I don't think, and this is going to get people pissy, but I don't care anymore.
Well, just be honest.
I don't think that it's so much. Yes, the predators are a big deal with them. Same thing for all small game and everything else. But I think it's more that people follow the friggin', and I almost cursed, but the people follow the stocking truck and they shoot them off the road like chickens. That's what's killing them right away. I think that they're not wild pheasants anymore. You tell me I'm lying.
I know. I agree. The problem is, think about it. That's what. So listen, I agree totally. And what Larry's saying is 100%.
Of course.
The reason what Larry's saying is 100%, and I agree with you totally, is the same thing the hunters are doing is what the birds are doing. You drop them off the stocking truck, they slope down. Already seen them right up the stocking truck, swipe out of the air and take them.
Yeah. So we need to take care of both things, not just the one.
So it's tough. Safety zones, Chris, I'm telling you now, there's areas I hunt where there is ringneck so plentiful that you wouldn't believe me. But
yeah, I wouldn't, because you never took me there, mother.
But if you go, if you go out through,
you see this.
Listen, if you go out through and you watch, the ringnecks are all in the safety zones where the houses are. So we have all these game lands, and right aside of them is a safety zone where you're done. If you go out to, it's okay. So I'll say the game line. I don't care. If you go out to Irish Valley, same way. If you go out to Dornsife State game lines, same way. The birds are everywhere. But the safety zones, they go right in. As soon as they're flushed, if you miss, it's over. You ain't getting them back. The only thing getting them in them safety zones is birds birds and what's up, Tony? Birds and fox and coyotes. So it's tough.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Larry. There is some of that, however, feather piles before seasons are huge. Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
That's why I said I completely agree with you that we need to reduce the population of predators. And again, I think predators are important. I do, but I think they've been allowed to explode in population.
Is that what the feather piles are from?
Yeah, well, that can solve a lot of the problem if we make some decoy pheasants with some M80s in it.
That's what's wrong. They just explode.
Yeah.
So NEM, and I want to make sure I am saying your name right, so please
Nem.
correct us if I'm wrong. Is it NEM or NEM?
Nem.
All right, here in SoCal, cougars have gotten fat and lazy because people moved right up into their range. Why hunt when they can get domino leftovers? Got a diseased prey population. Yeah, see, that's tough.
Here's a dangerous thing about you saying that, Nem. Ben is all for diseased cougars. But that's a different story.
He ain't talking about those cougars. And I don't like the diseased ones. You're fibbing.
We got.
I'm all about cougars.
Well,
Off subject. I am a little bit about them cougars. So one thing I love Chris always did is the viewer participation. So I love that tonight we have a lot of viewers commenting and coming on. So please, at any point you want to jump in, feel free to give your input, your opinion. Here we go, Bob Chase. Can't wait to see your show in the future outdoorsman. I used to hunt with Lonnie since he was a kid.
Frontier. I think he meant.
Oh,
Frontier.
yeah, I got you.
Ben can't read. Don't worry about it.
I don't have my glasses on. So I don't want to tell you, I have to really squint hard to see. And if you think I'm fibbing, Bob, look, you've been with me, Bob. You've seen me. When we were snake hunting, I couldn't even see the snakes. They were going to eat me. But I hate my glasses. They fog. I'm fat. Look. All right? If I do it like this, they all look. Listen, and one thing, Bob, I'm going to tell you about my glasses off the record.
Lord.
The women are so much hotter if you take these off. You just put these to the side. They're cuter. Hey, and the Bucks have more points, too, if you take them off. But I just have so many. Like, I guess for me, the reason we're talking about it again is we've had just so much negativity against this Sunday hunting. And it drives me insane because again, for me, my problem isn't the people who have opinions or one way or the other, because I think we all have an opinion on it. My opinion is that the people who are hypocrites out there, oh, this is horse crap, this is whatever, and guess what? Look, come Sunday, you're going to see photos of them killing something or harvesting an animal. You know what I mean? All right, now, Chris, read Larry's comment for me.
The problem, pheasant has changed drastically from over 1 million birds to now less than 250,000. Exactly, and that probably has a lot to do with the predator stuff. You look at the corrupt hen cock stocking for the last 25 years, can't have chicks without hens. Right, exactly. I'm completely on board with it. Used to only get less than 1% hens for 15 to 20 years. And then Bob says you're a 10 without the goggles. I think he meant that you see. Anyway.
Bob, listen, if you're calling me a 10. And yeah, Larry, you are right. All that data is available on the Game Commission website. And anything we talk about on here or do, just because we have an opinion on it doesn't mean you have to agree or follow. So please, at any point you question anything or you're not certain, take a moment, hop on the PA Game Commission website and definitely check it out. We recommend that for anything you do. Chris and I both have the apps on our phone.
Yep.
The reason we carry the app on our phone is there's many times I question. I remember the one year I was like, oh man, is bear in? Tell me bear's in. Tell me bear's in. And as a bear walked around my tree and I cried, they weren't in.
Nope.
So, that's why we carry it.
I want to do this for Bob and for Nem, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm going to lay my backpack down. There he goes.
So this is when you guys went out and you did the rattlesnake hunt.
Just watch he doesn't piss
yeah,
on
so
you,
this was with Bob Chase. This was incredible.
Now, where does he piss at?
I experienced something here that I
Yeah, but I
never
meant its
experienced in my
downfall, though,
entire
right?
life.
So
Yeah.
how do you know if he's going to turn around
Thank
in
God
there?
for Bob and Jim.
Well, you got to watch his head.
Yeah.
He
This
starts
has 1,
turning
2,
around.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rattles on it.
I mean, look at it, right? Of course, YouTube's going to be a jerk.
That I
Yeah,
already went to
YouTube's
look at
kicking
it
you back.
to make sure you guys were good here. Now, we'll measure them.
But yeah, they were right there, right with you.
Want to keep one, Jimmy?
Yeah,
Didn't end up
like
bad
when you
looking
say
snake
about
either.
rattlers, people
Yeah,
talking
I
about
don't
Got
rattlers
some
on here.
damage here, like where it
I've
looks like it's a
experienced
white
it,
shed.
maybe not like I could have,
There's a white
but it
there.
was an incredible
Yeah.
experience for me. So
I mean, that could
we
be anything.
appreciate
That
your
could be
comments
damage.
on there. And like I said, don't
Could
think
be
in your
genetics.
rattlesnake hunt. That doesn't make you
He's not
100.
even right.
Makes you 100 us. It's just Chubby Buck. There he is. He's going to be a guest. So Chubby Buck, you guys, here he is. He's going to be coming up here on the show.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to love him. He actually sent me a photo of some grunt calls that he has in the works right now. I cannot share that right now. It is top secret.
I didn't even see them yet.
Oh, I'm not sharing them with you. They're top secret. Didn't you just hear me?
That's it.
So we're getting 7, 8, one. We're getting an 8th one. It will be a giveaway Thursday prize. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that because Chubby Buck's going to hook us up with some great stuff to give away. And with buck season, archery season coming up, that's going to be a great one. So
Hey,
we got
if you wanna do the
them
rattler
coming on.
thing,
We have a lot of fun too doing this, you guys. So a lot of people asking tonight, "What's your show about? Where are you at?" Now, some of this, guys, is because we did release Chris to different. We did just pick up a couple new resources. So we're on Twitter. We now upload also to Apple, all those things. That we didn't before. So you can find us on iHeartRadio, Apple, all those things as well.
But if Chubby Buck wants to do the rattlesnake roundup, talk to Bob. He's right there.
So Jim with Chubby Buck, get a hold of me. If you want to do a rattlesnake roundup next year, we'll get with Bob. I'll go with. I enjoyed it. And we'll see if we can go get some rattlers. That'll be cool. Dude, I'll tell you what. Listen, I don't have my glasses on, but I can already tell we're past 32 minutes. And time is flying
Is it
tonight.
really?
I love when the viewers are participating in the show. It just makes it so much better. There you go. There you go, Jim. Bob Chase said, let's go.
There you
So
go.
it just makes a day so much better, a night so much better when your viewers participate and are involved. So, man, I love that. That's great. Thank you, everybody. We'll be on here for probably 15, 20 more minutes. So please continue to listen, follow, and comment. And we love you guys, man. We love you. The reason we do giveaway Thursdays is to make sure you guys are taken care of, you know?
Speaking of, one
Speaking
second.
of-
I got a minute that I need. I need a minute.
Oh,
We got
no.
a minute?
Here we go. Yeah, the last.
Tonight's sponsor is Interlock Broadheads, precision and quality broadheads made right here in the USA. Come join us in taking the Interlock Challenge. These handmade, beautiful custom knives are brought to you by Night Bladeworks. You can find them on Facebook under Matthew Bladeworks. Susquehanna Custom Lures, home of the Ken's Redfin. You can find them at www.susquehannalures.com. Backcountryinnovated.com. Utilizing deer antlers has never been so easy. Come join the new innovative European mount system. Northern Mountain Game Calls. Handcrafted quality calls and lanyards at prices that will keep you coming back for more.
Look at that. Now, hey, that's an old video that we just started playing. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We got to get Chubby Buck added to that video.
Yep.
And we got to get Rubline Sense added to that video. So don't forget them guys. And Chris, thank you. I'm glad you brought that up. That was awesome. I was going to do a show with Bone Cold TV, but they hit a deer on the way to my house, and we had to suspend. Oh, no. Wait, does that mean you're getting free jerky?
I was going to say, you know.
Bone?
Hey, it's Bucky McGee. Make sure you keep these guys at the podcast table and out of the forest. I got to get my steps in. Look forward to seeing you on more on BSO.
Bucky McGee is always one of my favorites.
He always comes in at the worst time. You know what I mean? Right
Yeah.
when we're doing something.
I do love Bucky McGee. I can't lie. So, any more thoughts from our viewers on this Sunday hunting. Like I said, Chris, I think you had something else you were working on there that you were speaking of, and I rudely interrupted, which I'm really good at.
No, I don't. Again, sometimes I'll get on a tangent, and then I'll and then we just get talking about other things. That's perfectly fine. No, my only things again about Sunday hunts, I think it's going to hit the small game population hard. That's my thing. I also think in order to help with this, we should have a bounty on the predator animals that are known to target these. Truth be told, listen, people are going to get mad. I also think whenever you stock pheasants, you shouldn't be allowed to hunt them that day. You should not be allowed to hunt them right off the truck. But I know the predators are going to get them. But that's why I said, drop the predator population down.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I know what you're saying. I hear it. Like I'm not against it. I've been the guy to follow a stocking truck.
Can you go talk to Kat? Tell her I have great ideas because.
Well, I don't want to ruin your marriage. I don't want to ruin your marriage. I'm not going to interfere with that. I tell her, you have one good idea, you're going to be divorced, and then she'll probably beat me up. So, I do agree, and I think getting rid of any predators is great. But you got to remember that the predators also, they do help stable certain areas out in it. So it's another thing. You got to limit the predators. I'm okay with taking them out. I think paying for coon hides again and those things. I remember being a kid dissing her furs in Pine Grove.
Yep.
Man, they were always a couple bucks for a hide, and at least back then it made trapping worth something. Now, trapping is a dying sport, which stinks because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work too. Let me tell you, I pounded a lot of traps out of the ground last year. It is not something I enjoyed. Every day I'd go check traps. I'd have to stay. I'd be out till after dark pounding away to get my traps unfrozen, hoping they defrosted during the day, and they didn't. I mean, yeah. Chris, read that off.
It says Sunday hunts are a choice, not mandatory, of course. In fact, one key is landowners, particularly Mennonite Amish, still will not allow it in many cases.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about Amish and that hunting all day.
Hey, on that, Chris, you're I know how you feel about Amish hunting. So on that, let me add that you won't see them hunting on a Sunday either, I would think. That's a Lord's Day of rest, so that'll be one day you won't have to worry about them.
Yeah, but they take 40 guys out and just decimate an area.
I agree, but that's one day you don't have to worry about them. I think there's a big drop in the deer population, Ray Kiter says. They limit the amount of doe licenses.
Unless they limit.
I agree. I do think. I mean, Chris, one more research can I get you to do? How many doe licenses are still available? So, Ray, on that, we're going to pull that out. Chris is going to pull up for you right now the amount of doe licenses available here in Pennsylvania. So,
that doesn't. No, this year, everybody that wants one gets one.
Yes. But there's still a limit to them once you start taking 2 and 3, or 4 or 5, 9 or 12. There's still only so many available. So it's not like there's an unlimited number and they just keep giving them. They still have numbers on them. Just the numbers have increased to a certain point.
All resident hunters are guaranteed an antlerless deer license in the first round.
Yep.
Beginning August 25th is a 4th round, and hunters can purchase up to 9 in 5C and 5D, so that's not anywhere around here. I'm trying to find if they list the numbers, and because again, this was
there is numbers. I just don't remember where it's at.
Yeah. Let me do a little bit.
The last time I looked in our area, 4E, 4C, there were thousands left yet. Which is mind-blowing because 4C, listen, my whole life, 4C, if you got a second one, that was king. That was gold.
Yeah.
It's hard to even believe 4C has any left. And 4E was right behind that. That always had a little more, but I have 3 4E right now. Chris has 3 4E. My daughter, I think, has 3 4E. My son, I'm going to file for more for him. Like, it's insane the amount that are left. It's just mind-blowing to me. So
Come on. You gotta give me
I'm not saying.
25, you vegetable.
Now, one thing you have to remember in cases like 4E and some of these places, there's a lot of posted land. So the deer population is huge, but a lot of the land can't be hunted only by the few people who can hunt it. So, those tags are great for those people, but they're not great for all the extras.
What?
Wait, what do
Wait.
you have, Chris?
In a nut. What? This is literally the first I'm reading about it. In addition to raising the number of doe tags, there's 2 changes involved after Christmas extended firearm season. So that's DMAP. In another change, an extended firearms deer season will run January 2nd to the 19th in 4C.
In certain areas, they're allowing it. Yep.
I
didn't get a 4C tag. I guess I should try, huh?
I didn't get one at all.
Yeah,
I live in 4C. But here it is. Allocations by Wildlife Management Unit. If we're looking at 4C, which is where I live, there were 51,000 altogether. 4E, there was 61,000 altogether. But like you said, not everybody that has one is going to get one. Right. Yeah.
But that's a lot. You think about back when we were younger. Now think about I'm talking back when I was 12 years old. Man, that number wasn't even close.
No, not even.
Now they just want you to slaughter them all. These car insurance companies are supporting, hey, PA Game Commission, I'll give you 20,000 if you slaughter all the doe. Oh, wow, yeah, cool. That same 40 guys is what I grew up with hunting. The Bone Crushers ran the Tremont.
Sorry, I missed a bunch of comments. Let me get into this.
All right. Sorry.
Starting here at the top.
All right, let's do it.
Hunting stocked birds is one thing, but right off the truck when they had their head tucked is bull.
That's true. Who was that? Chubby Buck?
Yeah. Ray Kyer says, I think there'll be a big drop in the deer population unless they limit the amount of doe license. Yeah, that's my concern too. Yep. I've not seen any deer this year. You know how many? Oh yeah, when I was up there in Minnesota, they were all over, and it was nothing to see, but what I would consider like a monster 8. 16,000 left in 4E.
16,000 left in 4E.
Thanks, Ray. Hey, send me the link for that if you don't mind, bud.
We have no shortage of deer up in Northeast. I went for a drive the other evening, and each doe had. Chris, I'm losing your screen. I don't know why.
That's okay. Each doe had 2 yearlings out of the 60 plus that he saw. But that's the thing. What area? Because I can drive around here and not see anything. But it had the same 40 guys as what I grew up with hunting. The Bone Crushers ran the Tremont. I don't know what bronchial, Newtown area.
Yeah, Newtown. That's above Tremont.
I don't know what the Bone Crushers thing is.
That's probably what they named their driving group.
You're lucky to get 3 now because there's a lot of people that hunt around our area. You get up to 6 doe license. 4C doesn't have any more.
Man, I should have got a 4C.
Yeah. Extended season is due to yeah. That's what I was going to say. It was because of the CWD found. Yes. Yeah. But then I got sidetracked, which I often do.
What does that one say, Chris?
That is good. It says, yeah, there was a screw up. They're going to have issues with late season extended rifle competing with Flintlock.
Yeah, I agree totally. I think Flintlock. So let me tell you this. I think Flintlock deserves to have its own season. I Flintlock hunted, and I think anybody that says it doesn't deserve to have its own season, like archery, that's fine, but they deserve it. I mean,
I've never done it. I thought about it, but I never got one. What'd you break now?
Hold on, I pulled my cord.
Jeez.
Oh.
Just go to PA Game Commission doe tags. All right, I'll take a look then. I can't take him anywhere, but it is 45. It is at 45 minutes already, so I think that's where we're going to probably cut it. Right? Come on, Sparky.
I lost my mic.
No, you didn't. The mic works fine. You lost your earphones. You're vegetable. Yeah, definitely. You want to. If you've ever been shot at, I had it hit right by my head, and it's not fun. So
I'm sorry, I had a spider crawling on me. I hit it and knocked my plug right out. My equipment.
yeah, I've only ever been shot at like twice. But yeah, definitely, I'm a big proponent of wear your safety orange for that.
Yeah, don't mess with me again either.
Yeah, like I'll shoot you in the.
Yeah, you only got shot at twice because I was being nice. Now,
I couldn't reload quick enough. That's why.
Oh, dude, I can't believe
Yeah,
I
no, I
plugged
want
my
to try.
equipment.
Honestly, I want to try flintlock. I don't know if I do the traditional, the pan one. I would try the inline, but I don't know if I could do the pan one because I saw your video of the pan one when it didn't go off, and you cursed for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was probably longer.
I had to edit a lot of that one.
I want you to know that I just traded my flintlock, brand new flintlock. I have 3 shots out of it. I just traded it.
Yeah, with the
For an
pan or
inline.
with the inline.
No, for an inline. I'm done with that.
Yep.
If I get a flintlock, I want a Hawkins. I'm not using that little Tonka toy truck Traditions again. I'm out of that. That was bought in a hurry to be able to go out with the boys. That was then new, never again.
Thanks.
But we did hit our 46-minute mark, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like time just flew by in seconds. So, Chris, we have a special guest next week.
Next week is not next week, but on the 1st.
Yeah, the 1st.
We don't have anybody scheduled for the 1st, but I know Chubby Buck put it on the 22nd. Did we want to see if he could move
Yeah,
to the 1st?
Jim from Chubby Buck. Is there any way you can schedule for what date?
The 1st, September 1st.
The 1st. Let me know. If so, just redo the calendar. We'll take off your other one if it's possible, and we'll get you scheduled for the 1st. If just you schedule yourself for the 1st, and then we'll take off the other one if that's a possibility. We'd love to have you on next show. So let us know. So there you go. So tonight was a great show. We had lots and lots of viewer participation. We appreciate you guys, and I need to. Oh, it's fun. It makes you want to smash your gun. Yeah, no crap. That's why that video I shot. I had to beep 340 times. I think I said the F word more times in one day than I said my entire life.
No, I've met you. No.
Ouch, it hurts.
So your uncle, yeah. It is the scariest dang thing. All right, so he'll be on the 1st.
There you go. Chubby Buck just messaged. He'll be on our next show. And Larry can hook you up with the members, Chris, so we got that going. Hey, that's going to be all right.
That'll be a good show.
Maybe we can get them on. We can get them.
That's what I'm saying. That'll be
yeah.
I go out there, I'll shoot a bunch, then we can get them to teach me how to shoot flintlock. We can record that, and then we can get them to come on and talk about what they do.
Yeah, that'd be a great show. I'd be all right with that. That'd be great. So let's not forget a few things, okay? First thing is, every Thursday night up until the start of hunting season, which is October, I don't remember. It's the first Saturday of October, starts archery. So up until then, we will do giveaway Thursday. After that, we will have photo contests and things like that. We'll still do giveaways, but we'll use them other ways throughout. So every Thursday night, 6 p.m., we do live on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So make sure you join us. If you're looking to sponsor a Thursday night, we'll give you one night. It's yours. We post up that you're a sponsor. We show it off. And it's all yours. So please get a hold of us at bigsexyoutdoors2021@gmail.com. Also, if you're looking to sponsor Big Sexy Outdoors and their team and keep their podcasts alive and what they do going, we could always use that. Please, please, please get a hold of us. We're always looking at a name to a list. On top of that, we're always looking to keep it going. So,
and while you're here, I'll do the embarrassing thing of asking you to hit the old like, share, subscribe from wherever you're at, and tell people about us so that we get more people watching and spread all this good talk anywhere else. You know,
we're going to shoot a couple funny videos we just talked about. So we just had our potato gun video hit 3.5 million, and that'll be. We're going to do a little more with the potato gun. You guys seem to like that, so we're going to do a couple stupid things with the potato gun. One is night. We're going to shoot it at night and find a way to get it to light up.
You say you wanted me to catch a potato in my teeth like a bullet?
I'm going to try to get Chris to catch one in a bucket.
Oh.
at 500 yards. So we'll see. I got a couple stupid. Maybe we got Skip to do it. I don't know. Skip's probably the lightest one out of us to try to catch it. So
Yeah.
well, we got a couple things in the works, but guys, we're always looking for your support. So we appreciate you. Please, as Chris said, like, share, subscribe. And if you want to be a guest, last and final, if you want to be a guest on the BSO live podcasts, right? We call this the indoors outdoors because we talk about outdoors while we're indoors.
Yep.
So if you want to be a special guest on here, there's something you want to talk about, maybe you just want to come on and have a little discussion over something, let us know. Again, email us, bigsexyoutdoors2021@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we are out of here. Roll it, Chris.